We have returned!
Is it bad I didn't realize that you just hit record?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it's Real Honesty with Dermot and
The Terminator.
we have our Evolution picks, and yes, I changed my shirt, Priscilla Kelly, great.
I also changed my shirt.
You did. Wait,
But you wouldn't know.
it's true. So, yeah, Evolution predictions. Priscilla Kelly, great to see live, by the way, for obvious reasons. But no, seriously, that's a lot to her.
We're gonna have a lot of the same choices for a lot of these, but there are two in which we vary.
This is true, and here's
So let's get into the ones.
Yep, but 6 matches announced on WWE.com as of the recording of this video. But they got the Mae Young Classic Finals, and we are going to spoil that. So if you don't want to know what the Mae Young Classic Finals are, by the way, watch this on Thursday. So yeah, let's just start off with Trish and Lita. Trish versus Lita would actually be interesting. Trish and Lita versus Alexa and Mickey, or Alicia and Mickey if Alexa has a concussion. Who do you have? Trish and Lita.
Trish and Lita, of course, it's gonna be.
Especially if Alicia's in the match.
Nostalgia, brother.
Well, especially if Alicia... It's so sad because Mickey's only a couple years younger than them. I mean, Mickey's still... They're all in phenomenal shape. But Trish and Lita, especially if Alicia's in the match, because Alicia will be the one to take the pin. Yeah, that was something. I don't know. I mean, that match will be okay. It's not... I want this show to succeed.
Yeah.
Creative has really stifled these women. By not doing anything. So, we have Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's title. Who do you have, and why?
Kairi Sane, because it wouldn't make any sense for Shayna Baszler to win this back when she's going to move up to the main roster soon.
Well, perhaps even later. But I agree. Kairi, especially for the journey they had. And let's be honest, I didn't care for Shayna's title reign, though I will admit she got better. I just didn't think the matches were that
I think her
good.
losing the championship was the best thing that ever happened to her.
It was, because the problem is they rocketed her to it so quick that, yeah, that's what, it's like, it kind of undercut her. I'm not saying her ability wasn't good.
Yeah.
But it's her promos. You know, her promos are getting better.
She was not ready to be champion.
But she carried, credit to her, she carried herself the best she could.
Yeah.
She's a better champion than Carmella, let's be honest about that. Then again, Dead Gazelle's better champion than Carmella. I'm just picturing Yoda singing that theme now. But yeah, Kairi's gonna win. It should be a good match. Their matches, now, God, Yoda singing fancy. Now that's something.
Well, I believe if Yoda started to sing like that, it'd just sound like Miss Piggy.
Yeah, that's a good
Think
point.
about it. Now stop thinking about it.
No. So, yeah, we have that. Kairi's obviously going to win. And she should. It'll probably be up there with their, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 match. And then we go with Becky and Charlotte in a last woman standing match for the SmackDown Live women's title. Not the first ever last woman standing match. That was Asuka and Nikki Cross last June. Who do you have it, Becky?
Becky. It's way too soon to take it off her.
It would also be monumentally dumb to give it back to Charlotte, because here's the idea. Charlotte doesn't need it, because she's already been champion. Charlotte ends up moving to Raw by winning the Rumble and challenges Ronda Rousey. She doesn't need to be champion on SmackDown again.
You think they're going to have a Women's Rumble on WrestleMania after they have a Rumble on Evolution?
That's a Battle Royal, different.
Sure.
Creative will say it's different. I'm not saying it's different. Creative will say that, though.
Is it a multi-woman match that results in a championship opportunity?
It is.
By having people thrown over the top rope.
What happened to Naomi's opportunity from Mania 34? Wasn't that the whole point of the Battle Royal there?
Apparently, according to her, she never even got her trophy. Which I guess is for the best when you think about it.
It's a Volvo trophy. I mean, that's essentially what it was. Becky, though, this
You got the prize for the best? Oh.
This will definitely be potentially match of the night.
Yes.
I don't think any doubt about it. Becky and Charlotte have killed it the best they can. But Becky needs to win and transition to being against somebody else. Because at this point, if you have the title go back to Charlotte, then you're going to have another match at Survivor Series. You can't have it at Crown Jewel unless they move it out of Saudi Arabia. But Becky has to win you.
Yes.
Charlotte has won enough at this point. Becky is so on fire, straight fire, if you will, and deserves the victory.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we both have Becky. So then we go to
the Battle Royale!
And I'm going to go over the participants. This is according to the wiki page because they had never officially announced everybody. They just threw them all in graphics. Tamina, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Ember Moon, Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke. Only 2 of those are from SmackDown. And then we get to Asuka in a Battle Royal. Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Lana, Naomi, Maria, and Zelina. And then we get to the legends, or returning one-time people.
Tori Legends
of the Hidden Temple. It was a good show. Love that show.
You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
Okay, wait, what? And then we get Tori. It ruined a lot of things. Tori, which is kind of the wrong transition there. Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Alundra Blaze, which is interesting. Ivory, Kelly, and Molly Holly.
Say that 10 times fast.
I can barely say it once.
I know.
So, who do you think out of all those? Who do we have? I have Sonya Deville winning.
Ember can start my fire.
Do I need to leave the camera and give you a moment?
Don't worry. You'll be leaving here pretty soon anyway.
That's a good point. You're going to throw me out the door? Oh, right. Yeah, right. I got to get home. So yeah, that's who's participating, and that's who's been announced as of Tuesday. You have Ember. I have Sonya.
Yep.
Which may be a surprise to her. But I think Sonya winning because Sonya wouldn't even need to win the championship opportunity, but it'd be a nice little test to see how she could do, because I think Sonya's a star. Ember's a great choice, though. Ember, honestly, would be a great choice. Her and Ronda Rousey would be a money feud. And Ember wouldn't have to win. She could have a good showing.
Yes.
And could definitely take, Ronda to the limit.
Push it to the limit!
As they're going to walk along
the razor's edge.
So, yeah, that's who we got. Battle Royale, please book this right. Please book this well. Sasha and Bayley.
Carmella wins! No!
They would have Lana win.
Ellsworth wins! Hell!
Then it's Sasha and Bayley and Natty versus the Riot Squad. Who do you have and why?
The Riot Squad!
So many T's in that.
Too many T's!
Why do you have the Riot Squad win?
Because they need something this year.
They do. No, I agree. I 100% agree that the Riot Squad deserves the victory. So that's why I'm picking Sasha, Bayley, and Natty. I don't want to be right. I actually want you to be right on this. But, yeah, we're differing on this one. Well, because they've had the Riot Squad eat loss after loss. Yes, Ruby won on Raw. But when it's come time to, them being big matches, they've been losing. They've been taking so many L's. And it's sad. Ruby deserves better. Sarah's a project.
Taking so many L's?
I sounded really white saying that, didn't I?
What is up, my fellow kids?
I sounded so goddamn old, didn't I? I sounded so goddamn old, didn't I?
You sounded a generation ahead of me.
I sounded 2 generations ahead of everybody. So yeah, that's who I... God damn it.
Handing out L's is a generation, I think, ahead of me.
Alright then. Wow, so I really am old. But yeah, the Riot Squad winning would be great. I just have no faith that creative's gonna go the right way. Sasha, Bayley, and Natty. Watch Natty get the tap out win over Liv or something.
What I think is that Sasha, Bayley, and Natty, someone is turning heel in that trio.
Bayley should turn heel.
Bayley should turn heel. And I really hope that it's going to be, because she kind of showed it a little bit with the Mixed Match Challenge. Being the one who took the offensive to Natty. Alternatively, Natty could just turn heel because, she's not involved with the Boss Cud connection.
We've already forgotten, apparently, about Natty being, such a babyface after her father passed away.
Correct. I am thinking how creative would.
Oh, no. I know you haven't forgotten about it, but I agree creative would do that. So, yeah. Then we get, this is, by the way, Mae Young Classic Finals. Spoiled. Io Shirai versus Toni Storm. Who do you have?
Toni Storm!
I would love to have Toni Storm.
She is 5 feet of fury.
She is really talented and beautiful live, by the way. We will be doing a video later in the year about our indie wrestling experiences.
Yes.
Which sounds kind of wrong. But yeah, Toni Storm would be a good choice. I have Io Shirai winning. Now, I'm not saying with the most confidence, but Toni Storm's part of NXT UK. Io's going to be on NXT TV going forward. Now, if they want to push, whichever one they pick is a great choice. Io, maybe she won't win because Kairi won last year.
Yeah, the Mae Young Classic, though, doesn't guarantee you a championships.
No, it doesn't.
Nor does it give you a guarantee you a championship opportunity.
It doesn't, but my problem is
literally there's nothing on the line with the Mae Young Classic when you think about it.
There isn't, actually, because Kairi didn't really do all that much for a few months after winning it.
Yeah. Anyway.
But Io, I have Io winning, but I'd be happy with Toni winning. Don't get me wrong. I just think with Toni Storm being on NXT UK, she won't win the Mae Young Classic, but they'll have her go off and do her own thing. And then we have a rumored WWE NXT UK Women's Title match. Now, if you don't know who won the NXT UK Women's Title...
skip to this mark to go to our next prediction.
If you were still here, it was Rhea Ripley. That was the tournament that happened. And Rhea was a great choice, by the way, even though she's not from the UK. Whatever, let's ignore that.
I mean, Nakamura is the US champion, and he's not from the US.
To be fair, I already forgot he was a US champion.
Me too, and then you reminded me of it when you said that she's not from the UK. That was the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, there you go, it's a good thing. Rhea, I would have Rhea winning, especially if they decide to do that, because Rhea should be a great champion. If she only holds it for a few months, fine. But don't hot potato a title right away, or it kills its credibility. And then... unless they suddenly add a women's tag team title match, which they might with Battle Royal participants, who knows? Stephanie could announce that. We could have women's titles. Women's tag titles, that is. If we have that, I don't know, have Trish and Lita.
The Riot Squad.
Give it to the Riot Squad. Give it to the goddamn Riot Squad.
I could imagine before the match begins, Stephanie McMahon steps out and says, "I don't believe the stakes are high enough." And then, introduces the tag team titles and says, "The winner of this match receives the first ever women's tag team title."
Well, first in like 30 years.
Yeah.
Because it was back in the 80s. But agreed.
First WWE women's tag team title.
Okay, true, because it wasn't WWF days. Riot Squad winning it would be cool if they did take a loss.
It would make so much sense.
It would.
Much.
Again, have them defend on Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Just cross all those brands. Have it defended on NXT UK.
I don't know about defending it on NXT. Because it's the developmental territory, which would mean you would require talent to cross over to the main roster.
They could make it work with some of the women. Some.
I'd say stick to Raw and SmackDown and see how that works.
True.
They don't want to book themselves into a corner.
But ultimately, do you think they're going to introduce women's tag team titles on Evolution?
No.
Okay. I don't either, but I would be thrilled if they did. Hopefully they do.
There are no stakes with the Sasha Bailey Natty thing.
There aren't. But let's get into the main event. Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella for the Raw women's title.
Yes.
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda.
Because if Ronda doesn't win, if they give the title to Nikki Bella, that just cripples everything. And it would. And it's not that Nikki is the worst wrestler in the world, but this would be going backwards so many years.
We don't need divas. And I think that's the point that they've been trying to make.
True. But would you be surprised if they did that at the end of the show?
What, they pull Twin Magic?
Well,
I think if they pull Twin Magic, Shayna Baszler's going to interfere.
True. Shayna interfering and destroying Brie would be a good thing.
Match ends either in DQ or by the ref realizing that that's Brie Bella, not Nikki.
True. This feud should not continue past this, so it should be decisive. Ronda should wipe the floor with her in 3 minutes.
Yes.
It won't happen. It'll go about 7. Sorry, TNA Creative. Hoping it doesn't go longer than 6 minutes. But I have Ronda Rousey winning. You have Ronda Rousey winning.
And you should have Ronda Rousey winning.
Yeah. basically, those are our Evolution predictions.
Let us know what you think down in the comments down below.
Let us know if you think that they're going to introduce tag titles for the women.
Probably.
Okay, at Evolution. Let us know if you think... What are you doing?
I don't know. What am I doing?
Well, folding your arms and ready to pimp slap me, probably. Okay. So, anyway, that's what we gotta say. Agree, disagree, what we said. What do you think? Do you think Evolution's gonna be a good show? Please let it be a good show. Please. Yes. The women deserve it. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description, and a thumbnail. Maybe.
Possibly.
If not, a thumbnail for the review.
Yes.
Anyway, it's been real awesome with Jarmuth and
the Derbinator. We
will see you for you'll see Derb for NXT, all the NXT block and 205 Live stuff tomorrow.
All right.
Anyway.
Bye.